Welcome to Lucky XDP. I'm DP.
I'm Lucky.
And we are reviewing Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire.
Yeah, so on first watch last night, I gave this movie a 7 right after watching it. I was wrong. The more time that I've gotten to sit with it and think about it, I have to say, I give it an 8.5 or a 9. This movie is really good in my opinion. Obviously, the human side of it is a little bit iffy at times. There's some cringe moments, there's some iffy moments in there, but I really enjoyed some of the new characters that they introduced. I really enjoyed getting to explore the Inuit. Is that what their name is?
I believe so.
The Iwi? The Iwi.
The Iwi, yeah.
The Iwi. The Iwi tribe that has that special connection with Kong. This movie was action-packed. It was non-stop, and this is everything you want in a monster movie. Don't overthink it. If you enjoy monsters, you're going to enjoy this.
So I already thought it was pretty much a 9.5. So I already beat him at that. I thought it was a fantastic movie. It is a movie I would definitely rewatch. Like, the acting was really good. The aspect of the human story wasn't as bad as, some other movies have done. I actually was pretty interested. I actually like some of the main characters. The actors are great. Godzilla and Kong. Love it. Kong was given a great personality, which just makes it more relatable for the audience, for us. And then he meets Baby Kong, which I keep forgetting his name. His name is Suko. And then Godzilla is just like, he's just all over the place. He was just supercharging, steroiding up and everything. And then whoever came across him, he said, "I'm gonna beat your ass." But great movie, great action. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, so first and foremost, DP, Godzilla stood on business this movie. He went around, he collected energy, and he supercharged up. It is magnificent to see on the big screen. They did a fantastic job with the visuals. I give that part of the movie a 12 out of 10. Secondly, what I would like to say is Scar King is a little bit overplayed. I feel like they played him up to be this world-defying threat, and he relied on Shimo a lot more than I anticipated. What's your thoughts on it?
He was badass. I liked his character. He was a jerk, but he played dirty, and that's what kind of made me almost like I expected him to kind of be like Thanos a little bit, kind of like just confident in himself, not worrying about like, oh yeah, I'm worried about this threat. Like, no, I am going to slam whoever I want.
I just don't think he was as important as like Ghidorah. I don't think he was as big of a challenge one-on-one as like a King Ghidorah would be for them.
Which is fair. So one thing I will really say that I like about the movie is that the movie focuses on Kong, which seems to be almost like a Kong-centered movie, and then Godzilla in the back, which is fine. We have a few Godzilla movies, that's okay. And I feel that this movie was essentially like him rising up to be King Kong after he takes down, Scar.
Yeah, so DP, on the flip side of that coin, Big G. Big G, obviously, he plays a vital role in this film. But to your point, DP, he takes a little bit of a back seat. And I feel like that's okay. We had -1. And in this movie, he was very much prevalent. And he was needed. But he got to kind of take a back seat. And you got to see him just be that apex predator throughout the movie. When he was attacked, he was a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, he went at Khan. Khan was begging for help in the middle of Egypt. And he bolted. To the point of where Khan was pointing at the vortex, and Godzilla paid no attention, no mind. It was all smoke the entire movie with Big G. And I like where it's at now, because you have King Kong and Shimo and Suko, Mothra, and you kind of have those characters ruling, Hollow Earth a little bit. And then you have, Big G goes back to Rome in the end of the movie, and he starts his power nap all over again. So I like where it's at. I feel like, Big G, he has his girl in Mothra, and she's alive. I'm pretty sure I didn't see a scene where she passed away or anything. I believe she's still alive, so he has Mothra. And then you have, Khan and Shimo kind of ruling the King Kong, ruling Hollow Earth. So I'm excited to see what comes of this. And you also have Suko, who, could potentially be
the next Kong,
or, Khan's kind of protege. So I enjoy it. I can't wait to see where this goes.
I'm excited.
There's like a big awkward family family dynamic with this.
Yeah,
And Big G's kind of like that uncle that you see once a year.
I could see
And
it.
he's very angry and upset.
He's the drunk uncle.
And he really wants to hit you all the time. And one last thing that I wanted to add in DP, I'm sure you agree with this. I felt like the human character of Trapper was really, really good. The Australian guy who
He's the best
is
one.
kind of the dentist. I enjoyed them putting him in there. I thought he was kind of the one that brought it all together from the human aspect of it. He was the comedic relief.
He's the heart.
He was the heart of the film. So it was, I did like that about the movie as well, as far as humans go. You know,
Fair.
you can't overstate that.
Definitely fair. And honestly, our final thoughts, I think it was a great movie. I can't wait to see what they do. I can't wait to see what characters they bring in. I hope eventually we get to see Space Godzilla. I think that's going to be fantastic, almost like Thanos type of deal with like the Monster Avengers essentially. So I'm pretty excited to see what's coming up next.
And we still have Space Ghidorah to get to and Destroyer potentially in this universe. So there's a lot to love about the direction that they're going. If I were you, right, at home and I'm watching this, don't pay attention to the critics. I understand that they gave it a 55 right now on Rotten Tomatoes. Look at the fan reviews. Look at the 93%.
Turn off your brain and just enjoy
Turn off the
movie.
brain. Enjoy the fact that we're getting a universe of Godzilla and Kong not fighting each other, but like actually teaming up, fight on these threats, like
It's what we want.
with personality. This is what we've been waiting for. So just remember that, guys.
Well, that's our review. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to de-stress
Progress.
and let your mind rest. See you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace out, Godzilla fans and people.